So that's day one finished. One of my fellow students has just walked across the road with his golfer's hat. Oh. Yeah, we are recording, that's good, I think. Yep. Today's gone really well, and it's gone a lot better than I expected. I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but whatever I was expecting, it's been like, I don't want to exaggerate too much, but just for the sake of it, like 1,000 times better than that. It's gone really well. I felt really welcomed back. Some of the staff have remembered me. Andy remembers me. Matt vaguely remembers me. I think I've sort of jogged a few memories. I was talking to Andy briefly about how I'd done some Logic work with Selwyn, doing some recording before. That's about all my experience, because he did ask me, what I've done before, because we just started using Logic today. This morning was basically recording, but not quite doing recording yet. I was just sort of getting familiar with Logic and just the ins and outs of the actual digital audio workstation. That's what it is. What we ended up doing was mixing some already sort of semi-pre-mixed, if not already mixed, stems that I think Rob already recorded and mixed, but we were just making it a bit better. We started off just sort of getting to know the software and just generally how to use it. Andy showing us like right from the basics. It was really stripped down, and I actually felt like I knew most of it already with using GarageBand, so it was nice to feel like I already know it. After we imported the tracks and everyone had done that, which is a fairly simple task really, just importing, I think it was 5 audio tracks, a mix of like guitar, bass, drums, vocals, and I think there was like just one sort of random misc thing that was at the intro. Basically Andy sat down with us. Well, we sat around him, he sat down, and we was working on the equalisation of the audio tracks. Andy was showing us some tricks with, not tricks, some ways to handle equalisation and actually using it properly. Like spotting frequencies that aren't very nice and just sort of getting rid of them, sort of just completely getting rid of them as much as possible anyway. Goose Fair's currently been taken down. I decided to walk this way so I could see the progress. It's nearly gone now. Just showing over there. There's the what was the Sky Swings, and then there's a couple of rides left over there. Not much now though. A few vans and trailers. But yeah, there's the swings, or a part of the swings. Massive crane lifting all the pieces onto lorries. Craziness. I've tried to record most of the lectures so far, just so I don't have to write so much down and I can actually listen rather than stress about everything. Though in Matt's last class I did decide to write all the sort of synths and stuff and all that sort of tech that I'm going to be able to access down just in case I can't be bothered to ever listen through it again and identify them and stuff like that. During my break I got talking to the other girl on my course. Still can't remember her name, to be honest. I'll probably remember it one day, but to be fair, I don't think I remembered anyone's name so far apart from the lecturers. But yeah, I hung about with her on my break and sort of tried to get to know her a bit. Yeah, I think we're getting along okay, so that's alright. Just have a look over here now, look. Goose Fair. Well, was Goose Fair. I can't see. It's literally all the leftovers, the mess from driving on the grass. To have covered quite a lot today. Even though it was just starting to rain. This is really hot. It wasn't due rain. And now it's fine. It's a rainbow. A rainbow. I can't pick it up. Yeah, look at that rainbow. Yeah, I've got to get back into the city. Now it's raining. Walk it, even though I've just walked across the forest. But like I said, I've literally just done that to see what Goose Fair's looking like. It's not actually looking too bad. I thought it'd still be worse than what it is. It's a shame the rain had to start now I'm walking. Cool. Just so it's cool. Yeah, I do feel like I made a few new friends today, which is good. New contacts. I bumped into a few of the other students on the other courses. They've no idea who I am, so I'm just sort of awkwardly smiling at the minute. So I have to announce to them I'm going to be working with them. I've sort of just stolen an idea of the drowning woman. I'm stood in a relatively dry spot while this torrential downpour sort of happens. You can probably hear the rain, it's quite heavy, so I thought I'd just wait here a minute. I was thinking of going all the way through the Arboretum, which is where I am now, and just sort of hiding under the bridge, but it's actually quite far away. I'm getting quite wet, so obviously it's raining. There's some squirrels over there, so you're an entertainment. See if I can zoom in on them. They're literally just running about. Oh, he's there. The other guy gone. Look how cute he is. There they are. Don't want to get too close to them. They are normally quite friendly, but I don't know what's up with that one. I think he's like eating or something. Yeah, they are rather cute, aren't they? Let's see if I can get closer. They are so cute. Like, they're not exactly amazing things, but just watching them, and look how cute he is. I think I just scared him. Studio about a minute or so, and oh my god, that one's like staring at me. They are so cute. It was staring at me until it moved just then. There was another one up there. It sort of lost him. Yeah, I think it's okay-ish to move now. The rain's sort of, it's still coming down, but it's not as heavy. There's not many people walking through here, surprisingly. Everyone's sticking to the main road, even though I'd say this is probably the best bet when it's raining. But yeah, today get back to the original point, today's gone really, really well. Like, I wasn't really... And I was kind of hoping that it'd go really well, but you never really hope for the best. You always sort of expect the worst possible thing, and everyone does. And today's been really good. I think I've stayed quite confident throughout the day. I think there's been moments where I've been a bit off-put by all the technology that I've got access to and that I'm going to be using at some point, because there are some things that, I don't know about it. But the idea of this course is to learn, and I feel like I'm not exactly worse off in terms of knowledge of things that I need to learn about. Like, I think it's going to be quite easy compared to what I originally thought, actually. I'm not saying it's going to be a breeze, God no. Especially on year 2, it sounds like it's a bloody nightmare. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot better than expected. Now the rain stopped, I think I'm going to actually start walking. But yeah, I'm really, really, really impressed with how today has gone, how it's ended. Had a nice couple of lectures. In fact, all the lectures today were top standard, top quality. I feel like I've learnt a lot off Andy, and I think this morning, mostly with the whole logic session, I feel like I could actually understand him, where the last time I was in that room and Samhain was teaching me, I did learn from him, but I didn't learn as much. I'm not saying he's a really bad teacher, because I am familiar with logic because of him, but I'm also more familiar with logic because I use GarageBand now, so maybe it's a mix of both of those things. Also, and I'd say I don't know what I want to say. I was going to say, and I just sort of lost it. The second sort of lecture was after we had a 45-minute break. You've probably just seen all my notes then, lovely. But it was basically Matt talking about the music industry, giving us even though he wanted to stay quite short, I think he couldn't help himself, and he likes to be quite in depth. And he was talking about his own experience, sort of what he's done through the time, and how he's sort of become a lecturer. It's just sort of happened. Didn't really plan on it by the sounds of it, it just sort of went with it in the end, after all his other bits. But yeah, that's what the music industry is about, I guess. Sort of taking opportunities, and if they suit you, then why not? I wouldn't mind teaching, but it's not top priority. I think I want to try and actually get into the industry first. We also did a bit of a warm-up thing to introduce everyone to one another, even though I didn't actually get to talk to everyone because we were just doing a sort of rotating chair system, and it didn't quite work because it meant that I didn't get to talk to some of the ones that were also rotating. So I sort of spoke to maybe half the group, and hopefully that's enough to push a bit of conversation. And some of them sort of spoke better with than others. Others wasn't awkward. It was just a bit less less comfortable. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that. I've saved the sheet from that, because what we did was we drew what we was trying to communicate. I've literally just got back. I've nipped to work as well because I remembered that my friend was on shift tonight and decided to, see if she wanted me to come down. So yeah, I've had my food at work and I've just got in at 7:05-ish. 7 really, because I've literally been in like 5 minutes. I do remember doing this, like 3 years ago, coming back like finishing at 5 and not really being back properly till about sort of near 7 o'clock really isn't much of a surprise really, because travel coming back from Nottingham, like for me to save on money with transport I have to just walk into the city and that takes 20 minutes, so you've got to wait for the bus, and the bus itself is about 40 minutes at this time, if not longer. You know, I just sort of expected it, but when it's been a while, it's nice bit of nostalgia to come back sort of late. What did I get up to last time? I booked a practice room for Thursday, so I've got that. I briefly spoke with Andy about it. I think I might have got the other Andy in trouble because I sent him an email and he didn't respond to me. Andy sort of roasted him a little bit when I said I sent him an email, and then he was sort of searching for it and then didn't find it. I don't think he found it anyway. But yeah, that's all booked for Thursday. So I can have another bash at the drums, literally. Again, today's just gone really well, a lot better than I was expecting, but I mean, there was a few things that could have gone better in terms of there was a few sort of technical glitches in the recording suite when Andy was talking or trying to teach us, and then he was trying to sort of show us his screen, and it was more funny than anything actually. So, but it's interesting that the technology's there for them to use, and just when it goes wrong, I suppose it's a bit funny actually. But it did work in the end. He was trying to stream his screen through to everyone else's screen. And there was something else. For a lot of us, Logic wasn't allowing us to use it. Just, I don't know why, it kept coming up with like a password thing, and then eventually it allowed us to use it because Andy sorted it out with a username and password. But normally you don't need that to do it, so it's really sort of strange. I think even Andy was surprised about it. What else happened? Quite a few things really. I do feel like I've done quite well in terms of talking to quite a few people, just sort of getting to know everyone. Most of them, I've not spoken to all of them yet. I think the sort of icebreaker Matt made us do was a really good idea. It's really basic, like just draw a few things that sort of you're interested in, what you can do, and then sort of communicate with the others about it, but just with pictures. And it was a good way to get talking to everyone, I think, and I think for me it really worked, and I think I managed to express myself as much as I could with it. I was really sort of, in a way, almost selling myself to everyone that I spoke to. Like I said earlier, I still can't remember many of the people's names, even the ones that I've shook hands with. I remember all the lecturers, but literally everyone else's name. I can remember Sam, but that's an easy name to remember. And then there's a guy called Bart. I can remember his name for some reason. But I got talking to him for quite a while with the icebreakers, because I mentioned that I've done a couple of music videos, which I have. Of course, I'm not just gonna lie, I have done music videos. Whether there's credit given, that's another thing, but I don't know. I am really tired. Today has been so long, like, I've missed this college life. I don't know why I'm sort of sounding out of breath, but it's just been crazy in a good way. But I've really enjoyed today. Really, really enjoyed today.